You have to have a special one for the Gibson guitars.
So everybody's playing Gibson today, huh?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I think Tanya's got a Thunderbird she's going to play.
Oh, that's fun.
I was excited to see that.
There's some great ones on the wall. A lot of them I remember going through the catalog as a kid and just dreaming about them. We're really, Posse's real excited that we've gotten the interest of Ruthie Foster, who's here tonight, and she's going to come up, and I'm going to show her as best I can how this Posse works for her and get her set up so she can try it for this performance tonight. And for the camera, this is the Posse, this is the whole thing. Everything you need to perform is in this little pouch, including, which a lot of people don't realize, a quick start guide that everybody calls and says, how do you do this? And it's there in that pocket if you have any questions. This sits on the floor by the stand. Thank you. This is the stand box that will connect to the stand here. But all of your controls and the thing that is innovative about Posse are all in the stand box module. And it lets you, when this is working, it lets you affect your vocal, your instrument, the stereo ambient mics, which is the one thing that we think is very innovative because no one's really come up with that before, that counteract the effect of earbuds, which a lot of people find very uncomfortable because they can't really hear what's going on around them. So the way this works, this cord that is attached to the stand box plugs right into your microphone. And then when we're done setting this up, we will connect this box to here, and then the connector that would normally go to the house PA comes right out of the back of the floor box, and nothing we do affects the sound of that vocal. This is an HDMI cable that connects the stand box to the floor box, and we went with regular cables that you can kind of buy anywhere because this whole thing was developed from years of playing on the road and losing fancy cables and then having your gear not work. So,
Been there.
yeah. So the whole idea is to, make something for real musicians that are dealing with the real phenomenon of working on the road.
Yeah.
And if you even are lucky enough to get a sound check, there's a very good chance that the monitors are going to take up the whole time, and you're still going to settle for something that you don't really like.
If you get a sound check.
If you get a sound check at all.
If you get one at all, that's what I run into a lot. So having a system that is quick and easy and sure.
Right. And I can go in and set up and be happy with what I'm hearing in 3 or 4 minutes, and I haven't even met the sound guy yet. So all he has to do is get the front right. I know how I'm going to sound, and I know it's going to be fun to play because I'll hear myself well. So this is the power. It works with a 9-volt battery for about 10 hours if you'd rather do that. Another innovative thing that we did, because we didn't want a lot of tangled wires, is we put the line from your instrument to the floor box and the line from the floor box to your earbuds in the same cable. And again, we used a cable you can find anywhere, which is basically a MIDI cable. And this is the little belt box. As you can see, the MIDI cable plugs in here. Headphones plug in here, and I'll show you how the guitar cord plugs in that. Clips on your belt. That'll work.
Right on here.
Sure. And the other end goes right into the floor box. Now she has her signal from her guitar will come through this other little cable that we include, which is just a short guitar cord, and into her guitar. And again, the house system gets a line out of that guitar, and this floor box acts like a direct box for the acoustic guitar. We also include some J-Bud or J-Lab earbuds, but we fully expect people are going to want to use their molded ears or any of their favorite headphones that they like. And every pair of headphones we've tried works. So this now plugs into the belt box, and then typically you would run it down your shirt and hide the earbuds.
Okay.
So
And around that.
around the back, yeah. I'll
My
let you.
dreadlocks.
Under the dreadlocks, probably. And that is the Posse system. And once that is all plugged in like that, which again just takes a couple minutes, master volume, volume for your vocal, volume for your instrument. This is the room mic volume, which are these stereo ambient mics that are built into the box. And this is the auxiliary volume, so that if you would normally, what would normally go to your wedges if you're playing with the full band, that normal monitor mix that you rely on, now instead of going to a wedge monitor, a floor monitor, can go directly into the back of the floor box, mono or stereo. So now you bring that mix up into your earbuds. This is all just about how you sound to yourself. So you can play with these all day, and as you play through the night, the band gets a little louder. You can just turn them down a little bit, turn yourself up a little bit. You don't have to use sign language to flag down the sound guy. As you see, the box from the stage is almost invisible. So it's really, I think of it as like a little Swiss Army knife for stage monitoring. It just fixes so many little things. There's a built-in guitar tuner as well, and that allows you to tune while you're still looking at the audience. Every other tuner application that I've used, I have to look away and look down at the floor or look up at the head of my guitar, and that goes away. You can record out of the floor box onto a little recorder, which is very cool. I use one of these things, and it sounds great. It's just a little digital recorder. Come out of that into the record out on the front of Posse. Record your whole show. Just turn it on and forget about it. Record your whole show. And it's exactly what you're hearing in your ears. Because the ambient mics, you're going to get audience, you're going to get everything, you know, the applause and all that stuff.
Nice plus.
Yeah, it's a nice little thing to have, and it's for any musician, basically. We also include this little mic if you're not a, like you didn't have a pickup in that. This now is now your instrument mic. And because you don't have a monitor down there to feed back, this real condenser microphone is not an issue. It's not a feedback issue. I think that's basically it. And it's, you see how simple it is to set up?
This is sweet, yeah.
I know you're using one tonight, so
I am.
that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I had a great sound check with it, and
All right.
it's nice to hear myself for a change.
Well, and again, you know, I think the best thing, the best service it provides is that you can go night after night because you're not hurting yourself. You're not going past where your voice wants to be. When I've used Posse, it just is not an issue. You know, I just turn up a little more if I'm not hearing myself well enough.
Imagine that. Just turn yourself
Just
up.
turn it up a little. It's a knob. Turn it. And when you hear yourself, you know you do better.
Yeah.
You play better.
Right.
It does translate.
And you get along better with the sound guy, yeah.
Yeah, he has less to do. He doesn't have to worry about making you happy on monitors. He also doesn't have that rumble that comes back from the floor, you know, the monitors into the room, which they're always fighting against the mains.
All night long.
So that all goes away. You don't need to leave 3 feet in front for your monitor wedges, you know, on your stage.
True.
So I hope this has intrigued everyone watching this, and if you are, please come to POSSEaudio.com. It's our website. There are a lot of instructional videos on there. There's all kinds of information about Posse, information about where you can get it. We're starting to get a really nice pile of reaction from people that are actually using it in the real world.
Sweet. Yeah, that'll be a nice plus for me.